Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask. Let's do the whole darn weekend. Saturday, December the 29th, is National Pepper Pot Day and National Tick Tock Day. Sunday, December the 30th, is National Bicarbonate of Soda Day, Falling Needles Family Fest Day, and Bacon Day. Ooh, I can celebrate Bacon Day. I'm a big fan of bacon. Got to say thank you to Dan, a friend of ours, who got us bacon for Christmas. He knew exactly what to get me.
He knows the way to your heart.
It was the right size. It fit perfectly, and it was delicious. Got a couple quotes for today. We're doing away with the quotes for 2019, so this is kind of the last of the last here. It says, fall 7 times and stand up 8. Unknown said that. Herman Melville says, it is better to fail in originality than to succeed in imitation. I like that. Very nice.
I like both of those.
A couple of good quotes. These are better. There have been some duds lately. That's why we're doing away with it. Now, of course, that we're getting rid of it. They have good ones. Coming up later in the program, I'm going to visit with the American Kennel Club's Gina DiNardo and also the Royal Canin's Jason Taylor about the AKC National Championship presented by Royal Canin. It's going to be happening on New Year's Day on Animal Planet. We've got the scoop coming up.
Want a good laugh to start every day? We do, and you can too. Be sure to follow WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com on Facebook. Every morning we send out our Weird Gift of the Day. You don't even have to buy anything. You can just follow our page and laugh at the bizarre real gift items we find and share every morning. And maybe you can share them with your friends who have a good sense of humor too. We have a link to make it easy to find us at WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Time now for Is It a Golf Course or Is It a Rehab Center? This is also maybe going to go away. We got to see. We've been talking about maybe putting a different feature here. What do you think? You like this one, though, don't you?
I do, but if you want to switch it up, I don't care.
Well, we'll
good
see.
with that.
We'll find out. This one's on the chopping block. We'll see if it survives. But Heidi, tell me, is this a golf course or is this a rehab center? The Island. And this is in Plaquemine, Louisiana. The Island.
That one's tough. I'm going to say rehab center.
That would be a good name for a rehab center, but it is a golf course. The Island. That is today's edition of Is It a Golf Course or Is It a Rehab Center? Brought to you by TimeForRehab.com.
Cable and dish companies keep jacking up their rates. Join the cable cutting revolution with ChannelSurferTV.com. Watch TV with no monthly fee. Our DVR lets you record shows and pause live TV with no monthly fee. Want to stream movies? We have a device for that too. It works with Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, YouTube, and many other streaming platforms, so you can cut the cable and save a ton of money every month. Learn more at ChannelSurferTV.com. That's ChannelSurferTV.com.
And this is your brain on drugs. Florida court records show that a career criminal somehow stuffed 11 liquor bottles in his pants and then had a theft spree is what they call it. So when I think of spree, I think of somebody running. You couldn't run with 11 liquor bottles, could you?
No, you sure couldn't.
55-year-old Anthony Whitfield swiped about $3,000 in alcohol. 8 separate thefts over the past 2 months.
Oh, okay. That's why it was a spree, because it was multiple.
Yeah. He victimized a Walmart and a Walgreens and a public store, all in the St. Petersburg area. He stuffed liquor bottles down his pants.
Must have had big pants.
Apparently. Then he departed the retailers with a limp that was not present when he entered. November 23rd is when he was caught. Says he walked out of the Walmart with 11 bottles of Jack Daniels hidden in his pants. 4 days later, he limped out of a Walgreens with 4 bottles of Jack Daniels and 2 bottles of Crown Royal and 2 bottles of Jameson and a bottle of Bailey's Irish Cream. He was presented with assorted store surveillance footage, and he identified himself as the thief, facing multiple felony theft charges. He's being held in lieu of a $40,000 bond. Wow, that is definitely not a good idea. Kind of thing that would happen if your brain is on drugs.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. Former One Direction singer Harry Styles is rumored to be the next Bond, James Bond. What would you think of that? He's a lot younger than most.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
I would have had a problem with a transgender James Bond, as I
What?
saw. Yeah, one
Are
of
you
the
serious?
former James Bonds said, it's now time for
Is it really?
a transgender James
Well,
Bond.
whatever. I haven't watched any of them, so I'm not the
It's
big.
not going to affect you. Yeah,
I'm
you're
not the fan base, no
target
matter who it is,
audience. But I would hesitate to believe that their
Their fan
target
base is-
demographic
Yeah, I don't
would
know. I
be
doubt
okay
it.
with that.
Real Housewife of Potomac star Candace Dillard married her fiancé Chris Bassett back in October. So, still not quite sure how she was a real housewife if she just recently got married. But I don't watch that show either, so I don't know. Vampire Diaries actor Ian Smotherhadler. I don't know if I said this. Summerhadler. I don't know how to say his name. He went on a rant after other grocery store shoppers commented about how healthy his cart full of greens were.
Okay.
So he apparently
la-di-da.
he was eating healthy, and people were commenting. So he had a rant and threw that on social media. So there you go. This has been Big Screen, Little Screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com.
Every day, approximately 23 U.S. military veterans take their own lives. Big Paws Canine Foundation is helping to decrease that number, providing service and companion dogs to our disabled veterans and first responders injured in the line of duty. Partnering a hero with a specifically trained dog significantly reduces the incidence of suicide, and your support makes all the difference. Find out how you can help our American heroes. Join the pack at BigPawsCanine.com.
Now your scoop of the day, brought to you by FunkyMonkeyShirts.com. An Iowa gym teacher was arrested after he showed up to class drunk. So that's not good. Oh, she showed up to class drunk. Heidi, do you have any relatives that might have...
Trust me, none of my relatives are physical education teachers.
Okay. All right. So it says a gym teacher in Iowa showed up drunk to class. That is not good. A service dog received an honorary degree from Clarkson University in upstate New York. So I wonder... when this dog has an honorary degree, can the dog get is that going to help this dog get a better job then? What do honorary degrees do?
Absolutely nothing.
So if I have an honorary degree from a school, I can't even put that down that, hey, I have an honorary doctorate from...
Well, you can put it down. It's not going to do you any good because you have none of the knowledge that goes with it.
So it's going to be about as helpful as a liberal arts degree? Just kidding.
I knew that's where you were going.
That was quite a setup to get to that.
I absolutely knew that's where you were going.
I'm just teasing, by the way. For those of you with liberal arts degrees, I love you. I've got several friends that have those, and that's why I'm harassing them. A video has gone viral of a bear ringing a doorbell in Florida.
I saw this video. It was so cute.
Eating their plastic snowman.
And the man was yelling through their little
Yeah.
thing. Go away.
The bear just starts eating a snowman. He's like,
Go away, bear.
I just wanted you to know what I was doing
so
out here.
Cute.
Yeah, it was pretty adorable. A South African safari ranger was trampled to death by a sexually charged elephant that broke into a game park. There's a lot going on in that story.
A whole lot going on.
Yeah. So very sad to hear that happened. How do they know the elephant was sexually charged? How do they know that? If
they could probably see
but it's they said it was a female. It doesn't say
female.
that. That was part of the story. So I could see how you would tell a male elephant was sexually charged, but I don't know how. I'm not sure. A South African ranger was. Let's just move on. A leading consumer protection group named the Black Panther Claw as the most dangerous holiday toy of the year. Have we usually had that distinction in the past? Is that a new thing? The most dangerous holiday toy of the year? So
I don't believe I've heard it before. But
I've never heard of it, but this Black Panther Claw doesn't sound like a very, it doesn't sound like a toy. That sounds more like something you'd find in a, self-defense store.
Yeah.
The Black Panther Claw. So I wonder which market is this geared towards? Little kids, or is it more like a bigger?
It's a toy. It's geared towards kids.
But there are bigger kids that get toys too. Our son's in his 20s and he still buys toys. So
he wants toys that he remembers from his childhood.
No, but he'll get
doesn't
like
ask
action
for...
figures and stuff. Those are toys. So, but I
Those
can't.
are collectibles. This
Okay.
is that's a different thing. This is a toy, so it's clearly for kids.
Black Panther Claw. Apparently, that was the most dangerous holiday toy of the year. And Buffalo Wild Wings unveiled a new thing called salted caramel chicken wings, or salted caramel chicken wings. They unveiled those this year. Did you have those? Have we ever tried those?
No.
Nor have I. I wonder if that would be good. I like salted caramel things.
I would.
Do you say caramel or caramel?
I'm not a wings fan.
Yeah, me neither. But do you say caramel
I say
or caramel?
Caramel.
Okay, I've heard it both ways. I don't know which one is right. And Arby's will start selling duck meat sandwiches soon.
What is up with Arby's?
They definitely have stoners working in that kitchen.
Clearly, they're sitting in back
like, hey,
coming up with
this idea.
ideas.
How about we cook some duck? You sure? Why not? Let's just try duck.
Wow.
I don't know what's going on back there. And Arby's, got to tell you, big fan, so don't take that the wrong way. Because I like weird stuff. I'm like, I'll try that. No drugs needed for me. And one last thing here. It says people with type A blood are more likely to get bitten by ticks. So more good news for type A blood people. I'm not sure.
I wonder if that's what our daughter has.
I don't know. How do ticks know? I mean, until they bite you, how do they know?
You probably give off a scent.
You must. I don't know. I give off a scent, all right. That's why I usually don't get bit by ticks. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
At FunkyMonkeyShirts.com, we want to remind you it's never too early to start thinking about Valentine's Day. And what says I love you better than awesome matching fun t-shirts? Get something for your sweetie and for you. We have several his and hers t-shirt designs to choose from at FunkyMonkeyShirts.com. Let the world know how much you love one another. And wear your heart on your sleeve. Well, at least on your shirt. With a little help from FunkyMonkeyShirts.com. That's FunkyMonkeyShirts.com.
Thank you so much for listening to the John and Heidi Show. I'm super excited to visit with our next guest. They've got a really fun event that's coming up on Tuesday. We've got on the line with us Gina DiNardo, and we also have Jason Taylor, and they're both with the Royal Canin dog. I'm probably not going to even say it right. Is it just the Royal Canin? Is that how you say that?
That's the AKC National Championship presented by Royal Canin.
There we go. See, I knew somebody would know something. See?
Hopefully one of us knows that.
Now, how long have you guys been involved in this event?
So I've been involved with it since almost day one. We're in the 18th year of the National Championship, so I've been involved really from day one.
And now, does this always happen on New Year's Day?
So for this is the second year that we're going to host the National Championship on New Year's Day. We think it's the perfect time for people sitting around on the couches, recovering from the New Year's Eve festivities, family around the fireplace, and turn on the dog show.
That is really cool. Now, Jason Taylor is with Royal Canin. So, Jason, let's talk about your involvement in this.
So I'm the assistant show chairman. I've been with the show, I guess this is number 13 for me. And so Gina and I have worked together for a long time and watched the show grow over the last 13 years from, I think, what was originally a very nice, 1,800 dog show to the more than 9,000 dog extravaganza that we see as the national championship today.
Now, that's got to be really cool to see this thing go from, just a small show to one of the biggest in the world, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the largest dog show in North America, and we have entries from every single state and 21 foreign countries, and we have multiple events, diving dogs, agility, rally, and what you see traditionally as conformation dog show, breed judging, and it gets bigger and better every year.
Now, it would be so hard to judge, when you look at the really big breed dogs down to the little tiny dogs, and they're all on a level playing field. How in the world do you judge? It's just it amazes me every year that there's always different dogs that win. But how in the world do you judge a show like this to make it fair for everybody?
Yeah, I mean it is a trick, and I'll tell you how you do that. We don't have to judge the Great Dane against the Chihuahua. Thank goodness, because you're right. That would be a hard thing to do. But there is a written standard for every breed, and so if we judge a Great Dane against what the standard describes as a perfect Great Dane, and a Chihuahua against its own standard for a perfect Chihuahua, decides which one of those two fits its standard the best, that's your winner.
That is a really good way to do it. I think that's an excellent explanation as well. So, again, this is all happening on New Year's Day, and we're going to put a link so you can find the local listings to get all the details. But I want to talk about this. Jason, if you could tell me a little more about hashtag Team Dog and how people at home can actually get involved while they're watching.
Absolutely. Well, this year, Royal Canin and the American Kennel Club teamed up with celebrity team dog captains like Mario Lopez, the TV host, Sean Johnson, the Olympian, and they've been busy rallying fans to show support for which group and breed they think will win best in show, or maybe just which ones are their favorites. And so dog lovers everywhere can get in on this action just by sharing their own picks and their own favorite dogs and breeds using hashtag Team Dog, and then make sure to tune in on New Year's Day, where we're actually going to be showing some of these photos that we've been receiving during the broadcast on Animal Planet.
So if I want to share a photo of my dog and I put hashtag Team Dog, you might actually show that picture on TV?
You never know. It could happen. We're going to have pictures from home all throughout the broadcast and divided up for every group. And so, yeah, please send them in.
I think that's really cool. So you don't need to wait until New Year's Day to do that. They can send it now. They can load it now, rather, on social media and put hashtag Team Dog, and that'll kind of give you guys an opportunity to find the photos ahead of time, too.
Yep, that's exactly right, and that'll also involve them in the conversation and see some of the other celebrities and what they've been up to all around this Team Dog campaign.
Well, we'll make sure we lead by example. We'll do that on our social media. So if you're maybe driving right now or not available to write all this stuff down, if you go to the social media for the John and Heidi Show, we'll have the details on how to do that as well. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us, Gina and John. I know you guys have a lot to get ready for. This is a really big show. And how long does it take to put something like this on? When do you start planning for next year? Like right now?
Tomorrow, yeah, absolutely. It's a year-long plan, but we love to do it and put on this great show, probably one of the best in the world. And we hope you tune in on New Year's Day.
That sounds fantastic. Again, it's on the Animal Planet channel, and we're going to throw a link so you can find in your local listings at facebook.com/John and Heidi Show.
Cable and dish companies keep jacking up their rates. Join the cable cutting revolution with ChannelSurferTV.com. Watch TV with no monthly fee. Our DVR lets you record shows and pause live TV with no monthly fee. Want to stream movies? We have a device for that too. It works with Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, YouTube, and many other streaming platforms, so you can cut the cable and save a ton of money every month. Learn more at ChannelSurferTV.com. That's ChannelSurferTV.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
What do people pray for? According to a study from 2014 by a Christian retailer in Nashville, 7% of Christian Americans pray for a better parking spot. I don't think I've ever prayed for that.
Are you kidding?
I've never prayed for a better parking spot.
No.
Never once. So I'm not part of that 7%. What would you say is the biggest thing that you pray for? I'll tell you what I pray for is my family to be healthy.
Yeah, for my family to be healthy and safe. That's probably the biggest thing.
I don't think I've ever prayed for a material thing ever. Like, help me win the lottery. Never once.
No.
I don't. So I can't think of what, maybe one time, like if we put a bid in on a house or something, pray that help.
And I pray all the time for the safety of our military.
Yeah, absolutely. But I've never prayed for a parking space. So
not once.
Maybe I'm doing it wrong. I don't know.
I have prayed that God strike someone down who has stolen a parking space.
Smite them, please. Smite that Subaru and their swiftness as they spun in sideways. No. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show. This was definitely a fun fact.
At FunkyMonkeyShirts.com, we want to remind you it's never too early to start thinking about Valentine's Day and what says I love you better than awesome, matching fun t-shirts. Get something for your sweetie and for you. We have several his and hers t-shirt designs to choose from at FunkyMonkeyShirts.com. Let the world know how much you love one another and wear your heart on your sleeve. Well, at least on your shirt. With a little help from FunkyMonkeyShirts.com. That's FunkyMonkeyShirts.com.
Time now for the grandiloquent word of the day, and this is actually from the grandiloquent word, folks. I've got a new source that we're going to start using because these guys are like reusing these. I think we've done this one before, too. The word today is waits. W-A-I-T-S. Waits. It's a plural noun. It is a band of musicians who go around the streets at Christmas time singing and playing carols. Waits. Also, official bands of musicians maintained by a city or a town would be waits. W-A-I-T-S. Waits. Today's grandiloquent word.
Want a good laugh to start every day? We do, and you can too. Be sure to follow WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com on Facebook. Every morning we send out our Weird Gift of the Day. You don't even have to buy anything. You can just follow our page and laugh at the bizarre real gift items we find and share every morning. And maybe you can share them with your friends who have a good sense of humor too. We have a link to make it easy to find us at WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Time now for some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. You're on the edge of your seat wondering, what's the weird gift?
I am. What is it?
Let's take a look here. For this Saturday, it is a spectacle holder. I'm not sure what that means.
It holds glasses, but why is that weird?
I don't know. There was something weird about it.
Okay.
That is today's weird gift of the day. A wild car crash in Westland, Michigan involved at least 5 vehicles, and it ended with a man getting out of his car and taking off his clothing and dancing. This is definitely weird news. They say a pickup truck came barreling down Wayne Road, plowed into multiple vehicles. After the crash, the driver got out of the pickup naked. Well, he got naked. And they say he started stripping his clothes off and dancing in the streets. One witness said when police arrived, the man was shouting, "I'm fine! I'm fine!" He eventually tried to run away, but cops nabbed him, put him in handcuffs, and took him away.
Huh.
Wonder if there was any alcohol involved in that, or drugs. Doesn't say.
I don't know.
You never know what was going on there, but it was definitely today's weird news.
John and Heidi.
Now your moment of duh, brought to you by FunkyMonkeyShirts.com, which is different than FunkyMonkeyShirts.com. These are funky shirts, not monkey shirts. Just want to make sure I clarify that. Police say a 36-year-old Ohio woman by the name of Jamie Revis was arrested for stealing a butterfly.
Okay.
She was at a botanical garden exhibit, and it was recorded on a surveillance camera, prompted the police to seek public's input to find the butterfly thief. Court documents say they used information from an Instagram account to arrest Revis. She was charged with theft of stealing a blue morpho butterfly. They're native to Central and South America rainforests. They have a life cycle of about 115 days. So,
not really worth doing.
Why would you steal that? I mean, what would you do with it? It's not like...
I don't know.
You can't keep it forever. It's going to die. I remember one time we were at a zoo and there was a little monkey. Remember that? That little tiny monkey?
Oh, my gosh. I would have taken that
It was on the railing and Heidi was like, grab him, throw him in my purse.
I
was like, you are not going to do that. What do we do? Walking out, your purse is bouncing around. Everything okay at the zoo? Yeah, it's just fine. Out of the way, security officer.
We have to be going.
I really need to go. What's going on with your purse there? Nothing at all.
We're in a bit of a hurry. Please excuse us.
I need to go get a funky monkey shirt. All right. Thanks for listening to today's Moment of Duh.
Every day, approximately 23 U.S. military veterans take their own lives. Big Paws Canine Foundation is helping to decrease that number, providing service and companion dogs to our disabled veterans and first responders injured in the line of duty. Partnering a hero with a specifically trained dog significantly reduces the incidence of suicide, and your support makes all the difference. Find out how you can help our American heroes. Join the pack at BigPawsCanine.com.
Time now for fake news or Florida. Heidi, tell me, is this a true story from the great state of Florida, or is it made up to trick you? A Florida woman who was arrested on drug possession charges blamed the cocaine found in her purse on the wind. Fake news or Florida?
That was Florida.
That was Florida. I remember that. That happened earlier in the year. There were bags of cocaine in her purse, and she says, the wind must have blown it there.
The wind blew it into my purse.
By the bag?
Okay.
I don't think so. I could see if there was like cocaine dust.
Try.
Yeah, these bags were empty 2 minutes ago. I don't know. The wind must have blown it directly into the bags. I've got a link to that story if you'd like to read it. We've got some good news to get to, and it's on the way.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. It's brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. Smart caption glasses allow deaf audience members to watch live theater performers directly. I think that is such a brilliant idea. Have you ever been to a performance of anything and you've seen somebody on the side doing sign language?
Yeah.
And then you're going, well, if I'm trying to watch the show, if I have a hearing loss, I can't even watch the program. I've got to watch this person on the side,
right.
Which is awesome. They still have something for people with hearing issues, but this is such a cool idea. These are glasses that you put on, and this person actually has them over their glasses, and they're called smart caption glasses. And now you can watch a live performance because of these smart caption glasses. The National Theatre in London started this as a pilot program, and their audience members who are either deaf or hard of hearing, instead of watching an interpreter on the side, they can watch the show and then see these words scrolling across right in front of their eyes. I think that's a really cool idea. Spectators can watch the actors while reading the dialogue. So after several months of testing these glasses, the National Theatre will now make the glasses available for all of their performances starting in 2019, and it's free of charge. There's no extra fee for that. which is the way it should be. The manufacturer of the glasses hopes that this technology would be made available in all theaters all around the world. I think it's a great idea. It's a really, really good idea. It says here, the president of the National Cued Speech Association says it's really amazing how far we've advanced and how it's positively affected the quality of life for people who are deaf and hard of hearing. So, amazing idea. I've got a link to this in our show notes at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Thank you so much for listening to the John and Heidi Show this weekend.